Taurus, you are up for the February money energy reading. Before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Okay. So this is the money reading. The general readings for February are already up for all of the signs. The love readings for February are already up for all of the signs. Whatever reading you watch or listen to, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person here reading energy and tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. Now that I said all of that, let's go ahead and get into your reading. May I have the energy for Taurus for February? May I have the energy for Taurus for February? May I have the energy for Taurus for February? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? When I split the deck, seek legal advice. So for some of you, one thing about Taurians, your sign is very independent. Tauruses are very independent. So some of you might feel there's a situation that's like, oh, I can just look up some stuff on the internet and da-da-da-da-da, whatever. Seek legal advice. You can usually do a free consultation with some people and just get the basics of what you need to know. And in some situations, they'll do it on contingency where they don't make any money unless you get money. So keep that in mind too. But some of you might need to seek legal advice. That happened to one of my associates back many years ago, and a situation went down with her and her bank, and it caused a whole lot of stuff. And she told me about it. I was like, you need to talk to an attorney. And she's like, no, it's okay, I just and she was trying to brush it off. And I'm like, all that stuff that just happened to you where you were arrested because they were accusing you of being a bank robber and you had an account with that bank for years and da-da-da-da. I was like, no, you don't sweep that under the rug. So I got her in touch with one of my attorneys, and she ended up settling with the bank for like close to $1 million. Pretty much $1 million. I think it was like $958 or something like that, whatever it was. But yeah, it was pretty much close to $1 million. She ended up settling with the bank. So don't feel like you can always do it yourself. It doesn't hurt to have extra information. All right, what is it that Taurus needs to hear? Thank you. This came out for Aries. Some of you might be a Taurus-Aries cusp. May I have some more cards, please? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? Thank you. Oh, okay, that's easy. And that just, okay, I got 3 cards that came out. One flew off into space. Okay. Oh, what's this one? Oh, okay. Come on in, Spirit. I don't know if you heard that song. I think it's by the Georgia, or is it the Mississippi? I think the Mississippi Mass Choir. Come on in the room. I love that song. Thank you. Wow. Really? Bottom of the deck. Old money. I love old money. We love old money over here. There's something going on with old money. Old money. All right. First card to come out. This came out in Aries reading. Approved. So there is something that you will be approved for. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You know what applications you have out there. The second one is change your look. Change your look. And I know some people are like, well, that's kind of, look, the card wouldn't come out if it wasn't pertinent to something, to somebody's timeline. I always tell people, energy is energy, the cards are the cards. So with change your look, it doesn't mean that you're a horrible person. It doesn't mean that you're ugly. It doesn't mean any of that stuff. What change your look is saying that, okay, maybe a new aesthetic will open different doors. That's all this is saying. Maybe a different aesthetic will open different doors. So maybe you want to consider changing your look. Now, for some of you are doing this anyway. You're changing your look because you want something different. So you're already doing it. for some of you. And it's easy for any Taurus to do it because Taurus is Empress energy. So if anybody is about beauty and knows how to navigate the world of beauty, it's a Taurus. Just saying. So yeah, change your look. Now this is kind of funny to me, but this is the card. And mind you, these can all be within the same timeline or they can all be different timelines. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Card that came out is open a real bank account. So the green dot card that some people have, that's not a real bank account. That's not. So yeah, open a real bank account. And I know some people are like, oh, I don't really trust the banks right now. I don't blame you. But it doesn't hurt to have some type of relationship with a bank just in case. And it doesn't hurt to have multiple banks as well, because there are some decent banks out there. And even for the not so decent banks, those not so decent banks sometimes have perks that other banks don't. So just keep that in mind. And maybe you want to open an account with them just to use them for their perks and not for their other stuff. All right. Other card that came out is 1 week. 1 week. So this could be something that happened a week ago. It could be something that happens 1 week from today. Today is January the 28th. So 1 week from January the 28th, or 1 week from when you watch or listen to this. All right. Next card that came out is Angel Spirit Team Assist You. So Spirit and the team, they're coming in for an assist to help you out. That might be why you're getting this approval, where something gets approved. Because the Spirit team is coming in like, yeah, we need to go ahead and put a stamp on that and get that on out to Taurus. Taurus got things to do. Let's go ahead and approve it. Now, final card is Toxic Job. Toxic Job. So some of you may be dealing with a toxic job. This came out during Aquarius's reading too, as well. So, I mean, or no, Aquarius was toxic boss. That's what that was. This one is toxic job. So this is the whole atmosphere, not just a person. So, yeah. So some of you might be looking for new employment, is what you're doing or considering it. With old money, I feel that some of you might be meeting a connect, or some of you might have a connect that you haven't utilized. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Totally random thing. Someone might come from old money, but they don't like for people to know. It's almost like, have you seen that movie, Crazy Rich Asians? And she was dating the guy, and she knew that his family wasn't poor, but she didn't know that they were like super rich. She didn't even think they were like rich. She just thought that, like they were a successful working family is what they were. It was her impression of them. But then she finds out, I might watch that tonight. I love that movie. It's so funny. But then she finds out his family's like the richest family in Singapore. So just keep that in mind too. Some of you might be one of those. All right. Let's clarify. Can we clarify the cards on the table? 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 What is it that Taurus needs to hear? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? Thank you. Ace of Wands. This is an entrepreneurial card. Also about passion. 2. That's the going for it card. Thank you. So we have 4 of Pentacles, Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. This is obviously holding on to things, but also it's about foundation. That's what the 4 of Pentacles is about, foundation. Queen of Wands, So with this energy, more fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, some of you could be dealing with a fire sign. Maybe the Queen of Wands is giving you a new start. Maybe the Queen of Wands is helping you with your long-term plans. Now, this could be your energy as well. You're in the energy of the Queen of Wands. And then you have the Ace of Wands, which Queen plus Ace equals 2. 2 of Wands is about long-term planning. It's about travel as well, but definitely about long-term planning, making a decision. Some of you are making a long-term decision. I have a feeling it has something to do with this toxic job, whether you want to continue or not. Can you see yourself at this job in the long term? And then we have another ace. We have the Ace of Cups. So you have two aces. You have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. This is about emotion. This is about what fulfills you emotionally. This is what brings you passion, what you're passionate about, Ace of Wands. So we have passion and we have emotion. These are the new things that are coming in and available to you. Bottom of the deck is Page of Pentacles. Some of you might be learning something new, starting a new position or starting a new job altogether with the Page of Pentacles is what I'm getting. This flipped over. What is this? 7 of Pentacles, about investing. So yeah, some of you will be learning something new on your current job, or you will be starting a new job and learning something new, is what this is. I know some of you are like, okay, KC, where did you get that from? Because this is the 7 of Pentacles, and then that had come after the Page of Pentacles. So 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 of Pentacles is about work, is what it's about. Also Temperance. Whatever it is that you're about to do is going to bring balance. And this is Sagittarius energy. Again, for some of you, I feel like you're dealing with the fire sign. Specifically, you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, where they're helping you regain that balance and remove the toxicity. Actually, that's what I kind of want to title this. Removing the toxicity. Something just said to me too, this approved could also be your request for a transfer. Maybe you requested to transfer to a different department, or you requested to transfer to a different location. And it's approved. Just saying. But that is what I'm getting. Removing the toxicity. That's the message. All right. KIRWKC.com. Main podcasting platform. Podcast carried everywhere. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Until next time, be blessed.